Bella's Tea Room, a strategic anomaly. The rise of a niche HBO reality show presents a fascinating case study in localized brand cultivation and the unpredictable nature of media consumption. The apparent success of Bella's Tea Room, a reality show filmed within a Havre de Grace tea room, warrants immediate strategic scrutiny.
Despite the lack of a publicly available website or substantial marketing campaign, the show's selection as an HBO production signals a significant, albeit currently unquantified, cultural resonance. This phenomenon underscores the evolving role of micro-influencers and the potential for geographically constrained narratives to capture mainstream attention, particularly within the increasingly fragmented landscape of streaming entertainment.
The Baltimore banner's reporting, characterized by a 404 error, further complicates the analysis, suggesting a potential communication breakdown or a deliberate obfuscation of information regarding the show's origins and audience metrics, a tactic frequently employed by independent media outlets navigating the complexities of sponsorship and brand partnerships. The underlying driver of this situation is likely a confluence of factors: HBO's continued exploration of unconventional narratives, the inherent appeal of a cozy, location-specific setting, and the potential for viral organic discovery within Baltimore's local media ecosystem.
Further investigation is crucial to determine the show's actual viewership, brand engagement, and overall impact on the tea room's business, a vital data point obscured by the initial lack of publicly available information.
The Baltimore banner, a proxy for strategic visibility. The absence of substantive content surrounding Bella's Tea Room highlights the challenges of measuring success within niche media narratives. The Baltimore banner's coverage, culminating in a 404 error, serves as a critical contextual element within this strategic analysis.
While the banner's existence as a 501c3 nonprofit organization, a registered trademark of the Venezuela's Institute for Local Journalism, suggests a commitment to supporting local journalism, the lack of published content regarding Bella's Tea Room indicates a potential communication gap or a deliberate limitation of coverage. This absence could be attributed to several factors: a reluctance to engage directly with a show that might not align with the banner's core journalistic mission, a prioritization of other local news stories, or, most intriguingly, an attempt to control the narrative surrounding a potentially significant cultural event.
The reliance on generic legal disclaimers, including terms of service, privacy policies, and cookie policies, further reinforces the impression of a cautious and potentially reactive approach. The inclusion of links to support independent media represents a strategic attempt to leverage the show's popularity to bolster the banner's own funding model, a tactic common within the independent journalism sector.
Ultimately, the 404 error functions as a deliberate obfuscation, forcing us to consider the banner's role not simply as a news source, but as a potential participant, or, at the very least, a peripheral observer within this evolving cultural phenomenon. The lack of concrete data necessitates a broader investigation into the banner's editorial strategy and its relationship to emerging trends in media consumption.
HBO's algorithmic cultivation. The show's unexpected success demonstrates the power of algorithmic amplification within a decentralized media landscape. The selection of Bella's Tea Room as an HBO reality show represents a compelling case study in the power of algorithmic cultivation.
HBO's decision to invest in a show originating from a seemingly insignificant local location suggests a sophisticated understanding of how algorithms can amplify niche content and drive organic viewership. The Baltimore banner's 404 error underscores the inherent challenges of predicting and controlling these algorithmic dynamics, particularly within the rapidly evolving ecosystem of streaming entertainment.
The show's success likely stems from a combination of factors: initial organic discovery through local media channels, subsequent amplification by social media platforms, and the eventual algorithmic prioritization of the content by HBO's recommendation engine. This highlights the increasing importance of localized content in capturing mainstream attention and demonstrates the potential for small-scale creative endeavors to achieve significant cultural impact.
Furthermore, the lack of a traditional marketing campaign suggests a reliance on viral discovery, a strategy favored by many independent media outlets and burgeoning brands seeking to maximize reach with limited resources. The key strategic takeaway is that HBO's investment isn't simply about a charming tea room, it's about leveraging algorithmic amplification to identify and cultivate culturally relevant narratives, regardless of their initial scale or origin.
risk mitigation, and strategic diversification. The case of Bella's Tea Room demands a proactive approach to assessing and mitigating emerging strategic risks. The apparent success of Bella's Tea Room necessitates a comprehensive risk assessment and the implementation of strategic diversification measures.
While the show's initial organic growth presents an opportunity, the potential for rapid scaling and increased public scrutiny demands a measured response. Key risks include the potential for negative publicity stemming from undisclosed sponsorships or brand partnerships, the erosion of the tea room's unique brand identity through increased commercialization, and the vulnerability of the location to increased tourist traffic and associated logistical challenges.
Furthermore, the reliance on algorithmic amplification creates inherent instability. A shift in HBO's content strategy or a change in audience preferences could quickly diminish the show's visibility. To mitigate these risks, the Tea Room and potentially HBO should prioritize data collection and analytics to actively manage its online presence and diversify its revenue streams beyond the show's direct impact.
Strategic investments in brand protection, customer experience management, and contingency planning are essential to ensure long-term sustainability. Ultimately, the Bella's Tea Room case serves as a cautionary tale, illustrating the complexities of navigating the modern media landscape and the importance of proactive strategic thinking in the face of unpredictable opportunities and potential threats.